Hi, welcome to Loft 801. My name is Diego, and today I'm talking about ohhi. I am haunted by the fact that there are so many movies I missed out on at Sundance because the website crashed when tickets went live. Ohhi is unfortunately one of those movies I missed out on. It is an upcoming romantic comedy starring Mollygordon and Logan Lerman as Iris and Isaac enjoying their first romantic getaway in an idyllic upstate Airbnb. Things seem easy and great, but they quickly spiral into comedic chaos. This film releases next weekend on July 25th, and I think it is fully worth checking out. Quick heads up, this review may contain the occasional minor spoiler, but I'll do my very best to avoid them because I want you to check this movie out. Ohhi is a charming and relatable rom-com. At its core, it's about modern dating and communication breakdowns. Iris and Isaac have a mismatch in expectations. Where do you draw the line between a situationship versus commitment? What counts as genuine feelings versus leading someone on? What's the difference between a soft boy and a boy? This film is a fairly funny exploration of modern dating toxicity. Modern dating is not fun. If you've been there, then you know. You match with someone or meet up and you go out on dates and things look and feel pretty good for a couple of weeks, maybe even a couple of months. But when it's actually time to commit, one person is afraid to do so, and now you can't help but feel like you just wasted the last couple of months. Been there, done that, and I wouldn't wish it on any of my friends. I think that's exactly why this movie is relatable. Iris is a very dreamy and trusting girl, and when paired with Isaac's charm and boyfriend behavior, they are a very cute couple that's not a couple. The second that Isaac ruins that romance, you are immediately on Iris's side because she has been completely unfairly treated. It might come off as satire, but I promise you someone somewhere is genuinely living this story right now. I loved seeing Mollygordon transform Iris from a naive and hurt girl into a Kathy Bates intense cuckoo lady. If you experienced the 3-month rule with your situationship, please do not turn into Iris. It will not end well for you. Iris is nuanced because she's vulnerable and hurt, and you completely understand why, but she does something bad out of a misled passion, and that's where a lot of the lighthearted drama in this movie comes from. Despite her frustration and desire to make the relationship work, there are lines crossed that clearly put her in the wrong. For those of you Love Island fans, it's basically a Huda and Jeremiah level crash out. Mollygordon is perfectly believable and helps carry this movie. Just as deserving of his flowers, Logan Lerman is fantastic as Isaac. For the first quarter of this movie, he is hands down the perfect man. He's handsome, he's funny, he's kind, he cooks, he holds your feet, he reads, and he's passionate. He checks all the boxes, but unfortunately, he doesn't actually want commitment. He wants to be a boyfriend, I dare even say a husband, but without the title. There are unfortunately tons of guys like him out in the world. This douchebag betrayal and lack of communication makes you want to strangle him. However, there are also lines crossed that make you end up feeling bad for him. Despite his poor behavior, he ends up being unfairly treated by Iris and her friends, and it gets to the point where I actually found myself rooting for him over Iris. I think it's so interesting because at the end of the day, I like a little crazy, but I don't like psychotic. My beautiful girlfriend got me this shirt, by the way. Iris and Isaac's chemistry and dynamics are the heart of this film, and I loved it. The supporting cast is also fun and offers some more lighthearted humor with their characters. I do think their inclusion starts to veer this film towards satire, but thankfully it never fully falls into satire. The supporting characters are in this film just long enough to not overstay their welcome. A big part of why they don't overstay their welcome is the runtime. With a sweet and short runtime of an hour and 34 minutes, I think this movie tells its narrative well and effectively conveys its message. If this movie had even been 5 minutes longer, I think a lot of the elements would have lost their kick for me. The narrative constrains us to the Airbnb cottage. Since we spend almost all of our time within the rooms of this home, a longer runtime would have made this setting feel stale. In fact, I think this film is just on the cusp of getting to that point. As I was starting to wish we'd see some different settings, my wish was granted. There's only so much beautiful cinematography can do for a cute cottage. That said, I love the intimate and dreamy visuals in the film, especially in the first quarter. I genuinely felt like I was watching the cutest love story ever. I loved the lighting while swimming and while having candlelit dinners. I loved how the dreamy setting shifted from a romantic tone to a claustrophobic one. It perfectly reinforced the genre pivot and added tension. Just as fun as the cinematography, the soundtrack was great. It perfectly balanced the romantic warmth with some creeping tension. Again, the first quarter of this film is all about gentle guitars and piano motifs. They underscore all the romantic moments. When the narrative shifts, the score becomes a little more dissonant and less whimsical. It's certainly much more emotionally raw. The last thing I'll say is that this movie made me grateful for my relationship. There are days when our relationship feels like Iris and Isaac's blissful retreat, and there are days when we want to crash out like Iris. I think this film is a great reminder that hidden feelings and poor communication can lead to hurt feelings and crash outs. This film is a perfect example of what not to do in a relationship. I saw this film at an AMC secret screening by myself, and you can bet your butt that I'm going to watch it again on July 25th with my girlfriend because I know she's going to love it. Ultimately, Ohhi is a playful, relatable, and clever exploration of modern dating and communication mishaps. Mollygordon and Logan Lerman deliver outstanding performances, transforming from romantic leads to characters trapped in a deeply uncomfortable yet darkly comedic situation. The film successfully balances charming whimsy with genuine emotional stakes, making it as insightful as it is entertaining. From its dreamy visuals and emotionally rich soundtrack to its tight runtime and sharp narrative shifts, everything about Ohhi clicked wonderfully for me. Above all, it's a reminder of how good intentions and feelings can spiral into chaos when communication breaks down. Whether you're single, happily committed, or stuck somewhere frustratingly in between, there's something here that will resonate and probably make you laugh out loud. Don't miss out on seeing this one on July 25th, preferably on a date night. Those will be my plans and I am excited. Thank you for listening to my review of Ohhi. If you enjoyed the content, leave a like and hit subscribe. If you did not enjoy the content, thank you for sticking around. As always, I would love to read what you have to say, so leave a comment and let me know what you're thinking. Also, if there's something you want to see reviewed, don't forget to let me know and I will do my best to get to it. Lastly, if you want to see some more from me, then you can check out my vlogs linked up above or my podcast Good Friends. Again, thank you for watching. My name is Diego and I will see you next time.